If you are scared about ever having enough money, or if you feel overwhelmed with your financial situation or the managing of it all, there is one simple method that can help you overcome them. And it also can make you feel rich immediately. Now, I've struggled with this myself, especially with feeling stuck. And once I applied this practice into my daily life, weekly life, it got so much better. So let's talk about affirmations. What affirmations are and why they are beneficial for us to overcome fear and doubt. How exactly you can start using them in your own life. And then I'll give you one additional hack that can make affirmations even more effective. By the way, that affirmations are helpful is research backed, so they do help reduce stress, they improve self-esteem, and they also increase resilience. Hi, I'm Sophia. I love to talk about money. I also love to build wealth. And on this channel, we explore the strategies on how to build wealth without sacrificing the now. And we also talk about money mindset. So in this whole process, we also feel good about money and feel good about ourselves. Now, before I talk about the definition and stuff, let me tell you a story how I discovered affirmations. It was about 6 or 7 years ago, and a colleague of mine had told me about a yoga challenge, a 30-day yoga challenge. It was here on YouTube. It was Yoga with Adriene. And I remember I started this challenge 3 or 4 times over before I actually went through with it and finished it. But since then, I have continued to practice every other day. And in one of the videos with Yoga with Adriene, she told us to say to ourselves, I am worthy. And while I did this movement, I said to myself, I am worthy. And first I noticed that it was difficult for the words to come out of my mouth. It was like there was a blockage, and then suddenly I started crying and the tears kept falling from my eyes. And I was surprised. I was like, what's going on here? Because until that moment, I didn't even realize that self-worth was something that I was lacking. So that's when I started to go deeper into mind practices like affirmations, and I think affirmations are one of the easiest ones. So let's talk about what affirmations are and why they are beneficial. So affirmations are short, powerful statements that you either hear or listen to, or that you say to yourself, repeat to yourself. And when you repeat them to yourself, you can either speak them out loud, like I did, I am worthy, or you can just think them like this. Now what affirmations do is they challenge our negative beliefs and they replace them with good ones. And in some cases, like mine, they might even hint you into a new directions and like discover beliefs that you didn't even know you have or have not. And affirmations work pretty much in every area of your life, like self-esteem, health, relationships, career, and also money and finance. So the thing is that our brain thinks about 60,000 thoughts per day. Isn't that crazy? And that's a completely automated process. And those thoughts are our self-talk, our internal dialogue. And automatically, a lot of those thoughts and beliefs and perceptions are negative. Because negative thoughts from an evolutionary perspective were actually protecting us. They were keeping us safe. But nowadays, where safety is not so much an issue, they keep us small and they prevent us from action. I think this is really the main point, that negative thoughts hold us back from action, and using affirmations helps us transform those negative beliefs into positive ones and therefore empower us to take action. One example from the money or finance area could be that you think, I don't have enough money. And then you could replace it with, money flows to me easily and effortlessly. And in the beginning, you might not believe it, and that's okay. But if you continue this consistently, these positive thoughts basically become the new normal. So these new positive thoughts, they literally rewire your brain and create new pathways. And when you repeat this often enough, these positive thoughts become your default thinking pattern. And then you go, for example, from a scarcity mindset, I don't have enough, to an abundance mindset. Everything flows and it's easy. Now, unfortunately, doing this once will not do the trick, because 60,000 thoughts per day repeated over decades of your life might need some more repetition than just once. So let's talk about how you can integrate affirmations into your life. Well, for one, you could just start with yoga with Adrienne like I did, because she often uses affirmations or mantras within the practice. You can listen to affirmation videos or also affirmation audios, or you can just speak them to yourself or think them for yourself. One way could be to make them a part of your morning routine. This can, for example, start when you still lay in bed in the morning. So you just wake up and you repeat some affirmations just within your head. You can also say them out loud in front of the bathroom mirror, or say them out loud or think them while you prepare your coffee or prepare your breakfast, things like that. And that way they set a positive tone for your day. Another way could be to write them down in a journal. You could do this once a day or whenever you feel like the need to write your thoughts down. And writing them down makes it more tangible, and you use more of your senses. So this reinforces the message to your brain even more. I also do this, but I don't write, one affirmation beneath each other. But when I write my thoughts down, sometimes I just weave them in. Like, for example, I reflect about a situation and then I end it with I trust. A third way to integrate affirmations into your day would be to use downtime. So, for example, when you are commuting to work, you could use that time to listen to an affirmations audio, or you could also just repeat them to yourself silently or loudly if you're alone in the car. And you could also do this when you walk from A to B or when you go get lunch. So all these times throughout the day where we have a couple of minutes to ourselves. And you can also practice affirmations before bed. You can make this part of your evening routine, for example by journaling, or again when you brush your teeth or when you're already laying in bed. And then they can even help you calm down and also set a positive tone, a positive state of mind before you go to sleep. Maybe they even help you to sleep better. Just in case you have trouble coming up with positive affirmations within the money and finance area, I created a list, a PDF list with many different examples for affirmations that are specifically designed for money, and then you could pick the ones that resonate the most with you and start using them. It's for free. You'll find a link in the video description. Now here's the hack to make affirmations even more effective. And that is to use sound waves and a meditative state. Let me explain. So our brain has different levels of activeness, if you will, and you can actually measure them. They're called brain waves. Neurologists, who are the kind of doctors who deal with everything that has to do with the brain, do that all the time, and they measure the brain waves. And we both right now are most probably in the beta state, so we have beta waves, because beta waves are the waking state. So me talking to the camera right now and you listening to the video, we are both in a wake and alerted state of mind. Now one level deeper would be alpha waves. That is still a waking state, but it's a more relaxed state of mind. And another level are theta waves. That is where we are also relaxed, but already like drowsy and not fully conscious anymore. Theta waves are a sleeping state, and during the time where our brain is in theta waves, we are very receptive to ideas. Now here's the thing. Certain sound frequencies like binaural beats, they have been shown to help synchronize brain wave activity from the brain. Meaning that when you listen to those sounds, you automatically also go to that like lower level of brain activity. So they just help you reach a deeper state of relaxation, and by that make your brain more receptive for what you hear. And one example would be alpha waves. That's between 8 and 13 hertz. And they are the ideal state for absorbing positive affirmations. There you're calm, but still aware and also receptive. And then there are theta waves, which is 4 to 8 hertz. And this is the state where your mind is highly suggestible. And this is also the state where it's, I guess, like the easiest to overcome limiting beliefs. Because when we are in the waking state, in the beta state, our logical mind talks all the time. And it might just say, no, that's not true. And by that, it can block the positive effects of affirmations. But when you practice them in a deeper state, in a more relaxed state of mind, you basically shut the door to those logical thoughts that say, no, that's not true, no, you can't, all the time. So pairing affirmations with meditation helps reduce this mental chatter, and by that also prevents us from self-sabotaging. And then the affirmations sink even deeper and they enter our subconscious mind. And by changing what's going on in the subconscious mind, it also over time changes the mental chatter. So I would recommend to take a few minutes a day and lie down or sit down, maybe close your eyes, and then listen to an affirmations video with sound in the background. Now, in case you like the sound of my voice, I actually made such a video. You will find a 5-minute affirmations video right here if you want to try it out, and a 10-minute version right here. Thank you for watching. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.